Okay, if you want to use Thinkorswim, I think I figured it out, something that's really at least pretty close to it. I don't know how to add arrows in Thinkorswim, just to warn you. So you're not going to have the up and down arrow, but those are just coming in on the candle after the cross here. So you can look at this here. I messed with the settings a little bit. This is called EMA58 crossover alert. So I'm guessing that the red and blue are a 5 period and an 8 period. So sticking with that, this is what I came up with in here. I'm going to change the red to make it a little bit easier to see. Okay, there we go. So as you can see, these look pretty close. It gave a signal right there on this candle, and then it doesn't cross back over, so there's no sell signal, and ever since then it's kind of just been right above, which is what's going on here too. And they'll be a little bit more spread out, but it's so close just because it's on my laptop here. I've got another monitor to the side that's bigger, so these will be a little bit more spread out. But hopefully you do this exactly the same as if you're going to add any indicator or study in Thinkorswim. You're going to go to the Studies button here, and there's a couple different ways to do it, but this is how I do it. You can add studies like that, but I just click the Edit Studies button here, or thing there. You can see I've got 3 moving average exponential here. So you just go over here, find moving average exponential there, and you just double click that 3 times and it'll add 3 moving averages. The default setting that it's going to add, it's going to say close, comma 9, comma 0. So you just go in here, hit the gearbox, and you're going to make one of them length 5, and then make that one red. And this will say width 1. If you want the lines to be a little bit thicker, you can change that to 2. So you're going to make 1, 5. The next one, you're going to make 8 for the length. And again, I changed that to 2 and made it light blue to stick with the colors in the other one. And then this one here was the one I just guessed on. It's not one that gives you any signal anyway, but it's just the yellow one to kind of show the overall trend if it's up or down. I put it at 21. I went in between 21 and 14. We can see what the 14 looks like. So it's just this line here is preference on what you want to use. You can use 14, I guess, because it looks a little bit closer to how it is in here. Follows pretty much the same distance, so we'll stick with 14 for that. But yeah, so that's, if you want to do it in Thinkorswim, that's all I can really help you with right now, because I don't know the exact numbers and settings, but I'm assuming since the name of it is EMA58 crossover, I'm assuming it's one is 5 length and one is 8. So like I said, you're just looking for when the red here crosses over the blue right there, and you have the crosshairs in here too, so you can make sure it actually does cross. As you can see right here, it comes pretty close to crossing, but never really crosses over. And again, you can use the yellow line and kind of see the overall trend of it. If we change this to a 5-minute chart here, the same thing works. Like here, the red crosses over the blue, so I would have gone with a longer term put there. And then here the red crosses above the blue right here, and it hasn't really played out. It's coming back down, but we'll probably come back up there. But yeah, so that's the closest I can get it if you want to use Thinkorswim. If not, you can download MetaTrader. It's free, and so is the indicator. It's all in the other YouTube video, and the link for the download is in the description there. But you can do this in TradingView too if you want. You just have to add 3 exponential moving averages. You can do it in free stock charts too if you want. You just have to add 3 exponential moving averages. Set 1 to 5, 1 to 8, and then the other one to 14 or 21, and it should work pretty closely.